The next morning, Dia's house. Hi, this is Ushio. Welcome back to Butterfly Soup 2. And in the last part, Akarsha, she confessed her feelings to Noelle, and she didn't get the immediate response, positive response that she was hoping for. It was a little bit awkward, and she kind of retracted the whole thing, and now kind of feels a little bit crappy about it. So we're going to find out what happens next after this. Akarsha cracks a weak smile as Dia answers the door. Hey, ready to walk to school together? Dia gives her an odd look as they start heading down the sidewalk. You okay? Yeah, why do you ask? You didn't send me a weird message this morning like usual? Also, your eyes are red. Oh, that's nothing. I got shampoo in them while showering. You should get L'Oreal Kids, no tears. Are you making fun of me? Yeah. Oh, all your jokes are so deadpan, it's kinda hard to tell sometimes. It must be nice to be pretty. I wish I didn't have to be funny all the time, just to get people to like me. It sucks being so pathetic that you fall hopelessly in love with anyone who pays even the slightest bit of attention to you. Especially unattainable straight girls. God, I'm stupid. I can't believe I was so desperate that I convinced myself that she liked me back. Literally delusional. Yeah, Akarsha's having a real bad time with this. At school, Akarsha nervously waits in the first period classroom before Noelle and Dia arrive. I wonder how facing Noelle again will go. A water bottle flies through the doorway and ricochets off the floor. Coast clear. You don't need to keep doing that, you know. I wouldn't reuse the same setup twice. Noelle cautiously sticks a long twig through the doorframe, her eyes narrowed at Akarsha. Then what is it this time, you putrid worm? Wouldn't you like to know? She's acting like nothing happened last night. She must have believed what I said about my little brother sending the message. Thank God. Sorry, Pratik. Now I just gotta ignore my feelings until they eventually die out. I got a special present for you Frenchmen. Come closer. What? No, keep it to yourself. Don't be shy. I know you want your very special present. I don't want this present. Don't come near me. As Noelle enters the classroom suspiciously, she tries to give Akarsha a wide berth. Akarsha discreetly pulls her secret weapon out of her pocket. Here you go. Oh, what is that? It's a spinning light toy Akarsha got from Disneyland in elementary school. Noelle recoils as its rubber arms repeatedly whack her in the face. Ah! 1,000 energy beams attack! I used to annoy my brother like this all the time. Akarsha, I hate you. Akarsha gulps as Dia approaches the crime scene and towers over her. Come on, this isn't fair. Just look, I'm so small. Look how small I am compared to you. It's also my birthday. You can't be mean to me on my birthday. Is that true? She's lying. Her birthday isn't until April. Akarsha yelps as Dia snatches the spinny tyre from out of her grasp. Seeing that Akarsha's unarmed, Noelle menacingly starts walking toward her. Hey, calm down. I was doing you a favour, testing your reflexes for you, like at the doctor. Free reflex test. Akarsha breaks into a run as Noelle chases after her. Come back here, you cretin. Oh shit, baseball practice actually made her faster. Oh shit, she's catching up at me, shit. Oh, she caught her, no good. When Akarsha comes to baseball practice, she hears whispering in the locker room. So the plan is, we all pitch in? If we split it up 8 ways, it's only $150 a person. But I don't see why I should have to pay. Quiet. You have to pay because it'll be hilarious. She'll never guess who it is. And here I thought we were trying to do a good deed. Do you always have to be engaging in some kind of psychic mind battle with her? What are they scheming about? I want in. Akarsha walks over to where the others are furtively huddled together. A hush falls over the team. Oh, hey there, Akarsha. We were just talking about, how Vampire Night is getting an anime. Ooh, tricky topic. I thought Season 2 was better than Season 1, but that's just me. We're acting so natural right now, yeah. Okay, they're clearly up to something. The question is, what? After jogging around the track and stretching, the same maze run, fielding drills, oh god, yes, Same Maze is the name of our baseball team, yes. While Akarsha takes a breather in the dugout, she watches Noelle haplessly flail about on the field. Within moments, the object of her affection misjudges the trajectory of a fly ball and gets bonked on the head. Ow! Baseball champion. I'd do anything for you, if only you'd let me. Akarsha's crushing hard. Akarsha lets out a wistful sigh as Noelle performs her signature move, throwing the ball almost directly into the ground. It sucks having such a sad, hopeless crush. I just want a girlfriend. So dramatic. Konnichi, what's up? I'm gonna have to say that to someone sometime. Konnichi, what's up? Oh no. I'm just bummed because I've never experienced love. No one ever likes me back. I feel like I'm missing out on so much. It's okay. Being rejected's a part of life. You should learn to love yourself. It's a lie that people can only be happy when they're in a relationship. Esther glances up from the drawing she's scribbling on her sketchbook. Those are surprisingly wise words coming from someone with zero love experience. I learned that life lesson from Cardcaptor Sakura. I mean, okay, I can respect that. The main character experiences unrequited love, even though she's a great person. That means it can happen to anyone. Yeah, isn't she crushing on the guy that her brother likes? It's the thing. Even as Sugoi Akarsha-chan. That does make me feel less alone. Thanks, senpai. Ugh. Esther vigorously erases something on her page, making countless great eraser shavings rain down on the dirt beneath the bench. Esther? What are you drawing? A chapter title page for a webcomic I'm starting? A webcomic? Like Smack Jeeves? Smack Jeeves still around? Akarsha peers over at Esther's sketchbook, but she recoils, looking bashful. I used to use Drunk Duck myself, but yeah. Don't look, not done yet. Akarsha manages to glimpse the spiky-haired character on the page before Esther angles her sketchbook away from prying eyes. She's pretty good though. If she posted that on DeviantArt, I bet she'd get like 200 views. Is that from an anime? Esther frowns aghast. No, it's just a regular guy. It's like those iPod ads, see? He's wearing white earbuds, and I cloned his silhouette in black. Esther's the type of weeaboo who tries to hide the fact that she likes anime because she's embarrassed by it, but it's still super obvious. I hate to break it to you, but even from his silhouette, you can tell it's an anime guy. It's probably his hairdo. No real guys have bangs that go down to their chin. They should though. Life would be way less boring. Guys with short hair are so hard to draw. Akarsha turns her attention back to the field, where Dia and Min are passionately kissing. I think they're trying to keep their relationship a secret, but they keep forgetting. Do you have to do that in front of us? Just you watch. I'm going to rub my gay hands all over her. Okay. I'm so jealous. I want to be in love too. Someday, everyone else is going to get married except me, and I'll be the one sad single friend. Me too. Me three. And if that happens, we should all pitch in to buy a mansion and live as a taku together. That definitely doesn't sound like the kind of life my parents were envisioning for me when they immigrated here. But it does sound incredible. Doesn't it? We could all put up our anime prints and display our figurines with no shame. And speak for yourself. I don't have any of that stuff. My room's normal. You don't have anything? You've never been to an anime convention before? Fanime is like right there in San Jose. Oh, we should all go together this year. We can all cosplay the same series. Yeah, maybe like Soul Eater or Haruhi Suzumiya. What? A fanime? Admission is probably too expensive anyway. Esther scoffs, like she's not interested, before furtively writing something tiny on the side of her sketchbook page. She didn't write small enough, it says fanime. She's probably going to Google it later. Hey, all you slackers sitting down doing nothing, get over here and practice. Yeah. Oh, okay, now it's Valentine's Day. Uh-oh. Akarsha scoffs as a few upperclassmen come in to deliver the goodies people ordered. We should have a reverse Valentine's Day, where we give annoying, terrible gifts to our enemies on purpose. You mean what you already do to me every single day of my life? Oh, true. A few of their classmates receive ribboned roses, but someone comes in holding an entire bouquet. Are you Akarsha? This is yours. Huh? Bewildered, Akarsha accepts the bouquet and notices there's a note tied to it with a ribbon. It reads, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Love never crossed my mind until the day I met you. Your secret admirer." At least it wasn't Omae wa mo shinderu. That would have been bad. Alright, who dat though? Secret admirer? I can't believe this. Is this some kind of joke? Akarsha looks wildly around the room in case her paramour is watching her reaction from afar. But no one seems to be acting out of the ordinary except Dia and Noelle, who are beside themselves with amusement. Someone sent you flowers. I told you I was a hot commodity. I charmed the pants off someone without even knowing it. What's the note say? Let me read. Why do you care? You jealous? In your dreams. I bet she won't show us because they misspelled her name as Akarsha. Why are you so mean today? I'm going to tell the teacher you're bullying me. Maybe I could deduce who the sender is like a detective. The poem is one hint. There's got to be others. Akarsha flips the note over. It's blank, except for a small dark smudge on the back. A clue. Maybe it's from food, like blackberries? Akarsha sniffs the note, but it's hard to single out any scent over the fragrance of the roses. What are you doing? Quiet, Mealy, I'm trying to crack the code. You're interrupting my mind palace technique. There's only two possibilities here. Either someone's secretly in love with me, or it's a prank. But it's kind of a lot of money to spend on a prank. It's either fake or real. You don't say. Thanks for narrowing it down for us. Quiet. Flusters, Akarsha scans the room one more time for good measure. She catches Dia looking away a beat too late, smiling to herself. What are you smiling about? Nothing. I'm just happy for you. Yeah, it does seem like they teamed up and they might have bought it for her as a group. Okay, let's move on to the next person. This is now Dia's perspective. Here we go. 3rd grade. Dia, Min and Jun wait at the horseshoe for their parents to pick them up from school. Why does it always take Mum so long to get here? There's an Arthur shirt. I'm so hungry. I'd even eat a pizza with pineapple. I would not. I would rather starve. But this is a flashback. Mum should let us walk home ourselves. It'd be way faster. Especially if she buys us Heelys. Oh god, no. But if you did that, I'd have to wait for my mum alone. It'd be boring. Oh, I thought of that already. We can chat on walkie-talkies while I'm rolling away on my Heelys. Sounds fun. I would admit I've never had a pair, so maybe I shouldn't judge. The three of them peer down the horseshoe at a long line of cars, hoping to catch sight of their rides. My mum's car is tan coloured. They should make cars in better colours, like sky blue or pink. Yeah, I bet if they did, they'd sell a lot more. It's because adults are boring and have bad taste. They should sell cars with pictures of dolphins on them. Everybody would want one. Dia perks up as a beige Toyota drives into the horseshoe, but it's the wrong model. Did you hear about Barry Bonds? He's in trouble because he did steroids. What are steroids? They're drugs that make you really buff. It's cheating. I don't see why they don't let you use them. If they're so good, everyone should use steroids. Baseball would be more fun if everyone was super strong and super fast. Suddenly, Min jolts upright and shouts as a silver sedan pulls up to the curb. I'll see our car. Bye, Dia. Heat rushes to Dia's face as Min hugs her tightly before dashing off. Bye. So this is before that they were a couple. Wait, that car has a side thingy under the door that ours doesn't have? Min flings the car's passenger door seat open, revealing a stranger inside. Who are you? Min hastily slams the car door shut and stomps back to Dia and Jun, who are both wheezing with laughter. Wrong car. Told you. Dia, I think your car's over there though. Thanks. Bye for real this time. See you tomorrow. As Dia buckles up into her mum's sedan, she peers out the window, smiling a little when she sees Min waving frenetically at her outside. How was your day at school? Yeah, it was okay. We had to write about an invention we'd make in class today. What did you invent? A better bed that makes it so your stuffed animals can never accidentally roll off it. I thought of it because last night while I was sleeping, Horny fell off to the floor. Horny? Who's that? My cow plushie? He's one of Snakey's older brothers. He was all cold and alone for hours. I didn't know. Maybe you should give Horny a different name, like Moo Moo. Why? It'll be hard for him to get used to it. You must have the most loved stuffed animals in the entire world. What else did you do at school? I tried to take an accelerated reader quiz on the Boxcar Children book I read, but I accidentally clicked the wrong book, so it made me take the quiz of a book that I'd never read before. It didn't let you quit out. It's kind of bad design. Yeah, my classmates all tried to help me though. I hadn't read the book a year ago, but he could barely remember anything. So even with everyone's help, I only got a 2 out of 10. Oh no. Mr. Armstrong said he wouldn't count it for my grade though. That's a relief. The boy waving at you earlier, was that Hayden, the classmate who helped you? You mean Min? She's not a boy? Oh, the one wearing the hoodie. Yeah, she's a girl. To Dia's surprise, her mum wrinkles her nose in disgust. That was a girl? She's a freak. You should make friends with more normal girls. What? That's not very nice. But it's true, she looks like a boy. Stay away from her, or you'll catch it too. Catch what? It's not like she has a disease. You're too young to understand. Only freaks look like that. It's bad to judge people by what they look like. You don't even know her. She's really nice to me. I don't need to know her. There's clearly something wrong with her. She's only acting nice because she has impure thoughts toward you. What's that supposed to mean? Even if she has problems, I can tell her and she'll fix them. We're friends, so she'll listen. You can't change people, especially not weirdos like that. If they're bad, they're bad. It's a waste of time to try. If you can't change people, then how can she change me into looking like a boy? You can't have it both ways. You're normal, so you have to stay away from weirdos like that. I don't care, she's my friend. No, you can't be friends with her anymore. If I see you talking to her again, you're in big trouble. That's really harsh. Alright, 6 years later, after baseball practice, and now they're a couple, yes. Min pushes Dia back against the locker room wall, kissing her again and again. Ah, wow, this is great. They break apart, both panting for air. A pleasant shiver runs down Dia's spine as Min grins sharply at her. Oh, you like this, don't you? Dia's too embarrassed to admit it, so she just nods, her cheeks blazing. You don't need to be shy. It's just me. I feel like I absolutely can't say it aloud though. Sorry. Min presses a kiss to her cheek and whispers in her ear, voice low. Dia can feel her smiling, her breath warm on her cheek. It's okay. You're so cute when you're like this. I almost can't stand it. It's so surreal dating a friend you've had a crush on forever. Sometimes I get scared that us getting together was just a dream, and when I wake up, we'll just be friends again. But it's real. Somehow a miracle happened, and now I'm her girlfriend. Min holds Dia's hands as they wait for their rides home. No one knows about us except the baseball club, and maybe the workers at the dessert place where we had our first date at. So we end up kissing in the locker room a lot because the lockers block the view, and you can hear if other people walk in. But it's still fun. I love spending time with Min. She can almost even make me forget that I have a presentation tomorrow in biology. Assignments that make you talk in front of the class should be outlawed. What's wrong? You look worried about something. Huh? You can tell. Of course I can. What kind of girlfriend would I be if I couldn't even tell if something was bothering you? You're like a mind reader. Psychic. Nah, I just know you. You get all tense and quiet. What's up? If someone's bothering you, I'll kill them, no questions asked. You probably should at least ask 1 or 2 questions. Killing people's wrong. Okay, then if something's bothering you, I'll be really mean to them. Who is it? It's not anyone. It's just that my group presentation's tomorrow in biology. Oh, that PowerPoint you've been working on with Akarsha and Noelle. Dia nods. We're supposed to elaborate on what we put on our slides, but I get so nervous in front of everybody that I blank out. What's there to be nervous about? You know all the stuff, don't you? Even if I know all the facts in my head, I can't improvise at all. It's hard to string words together on the spot. I always have to write out everything I'm going to say word for word beforehand and memorise it. Their conversation is abruptly cut short when a beige sedan turns the corner into the school. Mum's here. She picks me up after the baseball club if it ends late enough for her to be done with work. I'll hide. Bye. Min roughly pulls Dia close enough for one last kiss before dashing out of sight. Alright, Dia tries to slow her shaky breathing to a normal pace. I'm calm. I gotta look normal. Dia gets uncharacteristically clumsy after making out with Min, like a dog who's still woozy after surgery. She staggers over to her mum's car as it pulls up to the curb. I'm scared of how my mum will react if she finds out I'm talking to Min again, let alone that I'm dating her. So, it's a secret for now. Dia reaches for the door handle, misses, and slams her hand directly into the side of the car. Ow. What's the matter with you? Nothing. Dia hastily pulls the door open and gets into the passenger seat, trying to look natural. How was your day at school? Okay. Awkward. On the radio, a woman sings to a catchy beat. I'm curious for you. Caught my attention. I kissed a girl and I like... Oh, I know the song. Whoa, did she really just say that? The taste of a sweet cherry chapstick, yes. I kissed a girl just to try it. She allowed to say that on the radio? It doesn't break a law? Dia shifts uncomfortably in her seat as her mum frowns at the lyrics. I kissed a girl? What kind of terrible song's this? Disgusted, Dia's mum changes the station. You know how in the movies, superheroes have to hide their identity to their families? I'm doing that in real life, all the time. The other day, I saw Akarsha and her mum at Safeway. She's so outgoing. She even told me about the biology project that you're working on together. I didn't even know you were doing a project until Akarsha said so. Why can't you be more like her? I like knowing things about you. If Akarsha was her daughter, she'd disown her for being bi, not that she'd know that. I never really know how to feel with a silence when I'm with my mum. I don't know what I can talk about with her. She really loves me, but she comes from such a different type and culture that talking to her kind of feels unpredictable. Sometimes she'll surprise me by getting upset over something I didn't expect would cause problems at all. So my safest bet most of the time is just to stay quiet. It's annoying how she's raised me to be afraid of talking, yet expects me to magically turn out like a child who was raised normally. Man, that's rough. That night, Dia tosses and turns in bed, anxious about a presentation the next day. I wish I could time travel to this time tomorrow, after the biology presentation's already over. I need to stop thinking about this. It's making my mind race, and I can't relax enough to sleep. Dia checks the alarm clock. Midnight, and needs to wake up at 7 tomorrow. I need to fall asleep right now, or else I'll get less than 7 hours of sleep. Count sheep, take deep calming breaths, or imagine being hugged by Min. Min. Sometimes when I can't sleep, I fantasize that Min is hugging me and saying nice things to me. Usually this works. Dia hugs herself with one arm and squeezes her eyes shut. Min is holding me really close and telling me I'm going to fall asleep in her arms, and she's stroking my side with her hand. Hands. Primates have hands too, and their thumbs are opposable like pandas' thumbs. These similar features are called analogous structures. Shoot, I started thinking about the presentation again. Forget the presentation, just think about Min. Min's holding me really tight and saying nice things to me, and we're all alone together, just the two of us. Two birds and bats are two groups that evolved flight independently. Dia keeps trying to imagine Min comforting her without getting sidetracked, but after an hour she's more awake and frustrated than ever. There's so much anxious energy pent up in my body, I feel like running a marathon. Maybe if I release all that energy, I can finally doze off. Dia frantically starts doing sit-ups in bed. After a few sets, she switches to doing jumping jacks in the middle of the room. That is going to get your blood pumping. You ain't going to be sleeping for that. Yeah, become tired. After several minutes of frenzied exercise, Dia lies back down in bed, her heart pounding. Oh, hopefully that didn't just make me even more awake. Dia wearily checks her clock again. It's 2 in the morning? I need to fall asleep right now so I can at least get 5 hours of sleep. Dia ends up lying awake for a few more hours. And just as the sun begins coming up, she loses consciousness from sheer exhaustion. After what feels like a few minutes of sleep, Dia's alarm goes off. Oh no, Dia hits all of her alarms without even bothering to open her eyes. I don't feel rested at all. I barely got any sleep. Her morning routine includes lying in bed for 10 minutes, thinking about how tired she is. Alright, do it. No. I'm so anxious. I feel like I'm going to explode. I don't have biology till 5th period, so I'm going to be stewing in this dread for hours. 10 minutes pass like this. And finally, Dia drags herself out of bed and steels herself for the terrifying day ahead. Akarsha messaged me. That normally means she's on her way to my house. Okay, let's check. Hey Dia. Smiley face. Oh, is that your sonic sonar? Oh, what is this? I googled Dia the Hedgehog and that's what came up. And she's gone offline. Log off. No. How could she act so normal on a day like this? I wish I was all outgoing and good at talking like her. Dia goes outside. Yo, ready to blow everyone out of the water with our amazing group presentation. No. Dia nervously strides off, forcing Akarsha to jog to keep up with her. Hey, hold your horses. Slow down. Some of us have average length legs, you know? Miss Longlegs. Or should I say Daddy Longlegs? Don't call me that. You're so cold to me, bro, I'm dying here. Why would you die if you can't call me Daddy Longlegs? Weirdo. So dark and cloudy today. I think it's gonna rain. Hey, Dia. What do you think? What's with the question marks? I wish real life had captions like on TV. No clue what anyone's ever saying to me. What? What do you think happens? Oh wait, sorry, I forgot about your ear. Akarsha switches to Dia's other side so that she can hear over the sound of traffic. What do you think happens to a Teletubby when its screen gets destroyed? Nothing, it dies. Dies. It'd be like punching it in the heart or something. Damn, dark. You asked. I don't know, screens are so fragile though. If it's that important, you think the Teletubbies would have evolved a ribcage over it or something to protect it? But they can't. They couldn't see what's on the screens if they were covered. Must be like why our eyes don't have bones over them, even though they're delicate. We wouldn't be able to see. Wow, you might be onto something there. You should become a scientist, a Teletubby scientist. I doubt the world really needs a Teletubby scientist. As Dia and Akarsha arrive at school, Dia feels something cold and wet drop onto her shoulder. Rain! I'm heading inside. Akarsha scurries off as the rain picks up. Soon, torrents of water are pelting the ground. I still need to get my things from my locker. Okay, so we're going to get rained on. Okay, let's... Locker! Noel is hunched over in front of their shared locker and frowns at the contents. Morning. We need to remove our books from the locker or they're going to get soaked in the rain. Oh, no. Won't the roof overhang block it? Nah, look at it. The wind's blowing the rain inward. Yeah, we're even getting damp standing here right now. Dia takes a mini travel umbrella from her backpack and opens it. As Dia diligently holds it over the two of them, Noelle holds her daily water bottle out to her without looking. Also, could you open this water bottle? Okay. Grab. Dia holds the umbrella with one hand and grabs the water bottle with the other. I don't have enough hands to open it. Dia carefully balances the water bottle on top of Noelle's head as she continues pulling her library books from their locker. Dia grips the bottle's cap with her index finger and thumb while pressing the bottle down on Noelle's head with the rest of her hand. She manages to twist it open without spilling any of the water. Nice. I'm pretty proud of myself for putting that off. She closes the cap and gives it back to Noelle as she slots the last of her novels into her book bag. Thanks. I finished rescuing all my water-sensitive items. Your turn. Dia peers into her and Noelle's shared locker. Okay, so what do I want? What is that? Got some school stuff. Dia slips her books and binders into her backpack. Yoink. What was that? Hang on, I'll come back to that. Look in Noelle's lunchbox. Could we do that? Out of curiosity, Dia checks what Noelle has for lunch today. Rice porridge. Noelle really likes this. I shouldn't eat it. I don't have much of an appetite today anyway. Deeper in the lunchbox, there's also a Ziploc bag of neatly peeled apple slices. Thoughtful of your mum to do that. Do what? Peel an apple and slice it? Most people just eat them whole. I guess she has to show me she loves me somehow. Since she lacks the emotional maturity to communicate it through words, she's left it to express it through actions. Funny. Sounds like somebody else I know. Are you insinuating that I'm the same as her? Maybe. I wish I could deny it. Does your mother do the thing too, where after you have an argument, instead of apologising, she just silently leaves you a plate of fruit to eat? Oh, I thought it was just my mum who did that. Must be an immigrant mother thing. Okay, shall we keep talking about lunch? This is waterproof, right? If not waterproof, at least water resistant. Okay, just checking. So what's this, raisin? This is for string instruments. Oh yeah, if you've got like a bow for your violin, you run it along. The first time Noelle showed it to me, I tried to eat it and no. Why do you have this anyway? You only play piano? It's the same kind of car she uses. She plays the cello in her orchestra class. Whenever she drops and cracks the one she's using, she leaves it in her locker, and I secretly replace it with an identical copy. Wow, that is slick. How do you get into her locker? I figured out her locker combination. Can't she tell that it's new? No, I always scratch up the top and make it look worn, so it looks identical to the one that she dropped. This is the third one. By now, she's convinced her raisin has a self-healing ability. Noelle goes to such lengths just to mess with Akarsha sometimes. I don't really know what to make of it. Maybe there's hope for these guys yet. This raisin's for string instruments. It looks like you can eat it, but you can't. Don't eat it. So what is this Valentine's Day card? It's the Valentine's Day card Min made for me this year. Every time I see it, I feel happy. You still haven't taken that home? I'm paranoid my parents will find it if I do. Min said a lot of stuff in it. Even if she were a boy, I don't think they'd be okay with it. See. I guess I have to move it out of the locker, or it's going to get soaked and wrinkly though. Dia carefully slips it into her binder's inside pocket. Speaking of Valentine's Day, how's Akarsha's investigation of her secret admirer going? Awful, and by that, I mean wonderful. She's utterly lost. Her list of suspects include a random guy in our history class, a sophomore she's never uttered a word to before, and even the lunch lady who once gave her 2 slices of pizza that were stuck together instead of one. Wow. We really can keep this up every Valentine's Day without her realising it's us. Yeah, as long as we don't accidentally let it slip at some point. It's kind of harsh, but these guys do prank each other pretty hard. Okay, close the door. I'm ready to head to class when you are. I wish I could just head home and go to bed. Okay, we've done the lockers. Dia opens her and Noel's shared locker, but there's nothing left. Okay, let's go. Dia loves the sound of rain when she's indoors, especially the drum of water on metal. Unfortunately, today she's so consumed with dread over her presentation that she's totally unable to enjoy it. Her next few hours pass in a sleep-deprived haze. Oh no, we're going to leave it here, and we're going to come back in the next episode and see how this presentation goes. It's going to be, hopefully, okay. This is Usho signing off, and hopefully I will see you next time.